Hello. In continuation with integrals, today we are taking last miscellaneous exercise of chapter integrals. Everything, whatever the properties, formulae, whatever we have studied yet in integration, we'll use in these questions. Okay, so I am selecting some very important, interesting questions. Okay, and so-called difficult questions also. Miscellaneous exercise. Miscellaneous exercise of 7. 7 means chapter 7. Okay. Let us take question number starting from 1. First question. Integrate 1 upon x minus x cube dx. 1 upon x minus x cube dx. How to integrate this? I think first of all 1 upon x common, 1 minus x square dx. 1 upon x, it is 1 plus x, and that is 1 minus x. Now I hope you have remembered that which term should be used here. We are using a term as a partial fraction, okay, because 3 terms in our linear terms and denominator. So take 1 upon x, x plus 1, x minus 1 is equal to a upon x plus b upon x plus 1 plus c upon x minus 1, okay. X plus 1, x minus 1, it is a x plus 1, x minus 1 plus b x minus 1 and plus c x into x plus 1, okay, is equal to 1 upon x plus 1, x minus 1. Got it? Denominator is cancelled. Compare by the numerator. First we put x is equal to 0. Okay. So when I put x is equal to 0, 1 is equal to this term 0 and 0. Here it is 0 and 0. 1 into minus 1 minus 1 minus a. A is equal to minus 1. Okay. Second we'll have to put x is equal to 1. When I put x is equal to 1, 1 minus 1, 0, 1 minus 1, 0. 2 terms 0, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 1 are 2, 2c. C is equal to 1 by 2. This is second term. Third one is put x is equal to minus 1. When I put minus 1 plus 1, 0 and minus 1 plus 1, 0. Minus 1, it is minus 2 multiplied by minus 1. 2b is equal to 1. B is equal to 1 by 2. Got it? These are the values of ABC. That means this term can be written in the form of a upon x. A, that is minus 1 upon x plus b. 1 upon 2 upon b upon x plus 1 and plus c upon 1 upon 2 upon x minus 1. Okay. Now nothing is left, only integration there. Minus 1 upon x dx plus 1 by 2, 1 upon x plus 1 dx, and again plus 1 upon 2, 1 upon x minus 1 dx. Integration of 1 upon x log x minus log x plus 1 upon 2 log x plus 1 plus 1 upon 2 log x minus 1 plus c. Minus log x remains as it is, plus from here when I take 1 upon 2 common, log x plus 1 and log 1 upon 2 common, log a plus log b, log a into b, x plus 1 into x minus 1 plus c. So finally it is written minus log x plus 1 upon 2 log x square minus 1 and plus c. Okay, I think this is the standard answer of it. Nothing to do it now. So that is question number first solution. I hope it is understood. In this question now you will note down that how many terms we'll be using in the first question. Partial fraction term is used. Okay. Now let us take a question, that is question number 3. It is also a very important question. 1 upon x under root ax minus x square dx. Now let us check the question first. 1 upon x under root ax minus x square dx. We have not solved these type of questions in the previous exercises. If first term is a linear and second term is a quadratic equation, quadratic polynomial in the root, okay, then there's a very special type of question in which we have to substitute in such a way x square. We will consider x is equal to 1 upon t. Okay, when it is used in a denominator, one term is a linear and second term in the root it is a quadratic. Then we'll consider x is equal to 1 upon 2. You will remember it. Let x is equal to 1 upon t. Differentiate with respect to x. So dx is equal to 1 upon t. What is the difference of 1 upon t? Minus 1 upon t square dt. Okay. T to the power minus 1, 1 upon t square dt. We'll substitute the value. 1 upon x. X means 1 upon t under root a. What is x? 1 upon t minus x square. Minus x square. Ax minus x square. And x square 1 upon t square. It is in the root. Dx minus 1 upon t square and dt. I hope it is clear. Minus sign. 1 upon t into in a root term. Inside the root, t square will be the LCM. It is coming at minus 1. It is coming at minus 1. Okay. Friends, one thing can be done, because with the x there's a, so better to take x is equal to a upon t. Okay. X is equal to a upon t. If I'll take, then what happens? Dx is equal to minus a upon t square dt. Okay. Dx is equal to minus a upon, because how to take out this a from it? So this is necessary for that. Dx is equal to minus a upon t square dt. So in place of dx, 1 upon t square and minus a can be written here. So this is a. Okay. And after that, x is equal to a upon t. So this is a upon t, and it is a x, that means a upon t, and this is a square upon t square. Is it okay? I hope you have understood it. So this is a square t minus a square, and into 1 upon t square dt. Have you understood why I have taken a upon t? Because inside there is a ax minus x square. Okay. We want to take out this a from outside of the root. So that's why x is equal to a upon t. But the rule is the same, where I told you that in a root term, in denominator root term is a quadratic polynomial. This is a linear, so we'll have to take x is equal to 1 upon t. By the way, if there could not be a, so simply we'll take x is equal to a upon t. 1 upon a minus a, this is a upon t under root a square is coming out, so it is a only. If a square comes out from root, it is a. What is left here? T minus 1 in the root upon t outside of the root into 1 upon t square and dt. Many terms you can see here, like see 1a is cancelled by a. This is t into t square will be cancelled by t square. Okay. Now finally it is left minus 1 upon a. May I write here minus 1 upon a, because a is a constant term, and 1 upon under root t minus 1 dt. Okay. everything is cancelled, 1a is cancelled, 1a is left here, under root t minus 1, this t and t square will cancel by t square. Okay, so minus 1 upon a, 1 upon under root t minus 1. Minus 1 upon a, it is t minus 1 to the power minus 1 by 2 dt. Okay, direct integration, t minus 1 to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1, 1 by 2 upon 1 by 2. So minus 2 upon a under root t minus 1 plus c. Minus 2 upon a under root, what is the t which we have taken? T I have taken a upon x. So a upon x minus 1 plus c. Minus 2 upon a under root a minus x upon x plus c. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. So in the second term, in such cases when in denominator one polynomial is a linear and second is a quadratic polynomial which is in the root, so we will take x is equal to 1 upon t. Okay. Question number 4. 4 is also a very interesting question. 1 upon x square x to the power 4 plus 1 to the power 3 upon 4 dx. Here the best way is, this is the complicated term in this entire question, x to the power 4 plus to the power 3 by 4. It's a complicated term. Okay, we'll make this as this term as a simpler form. So what I am doing here, I am taking x to the power 4 is common. X square. If I take x to the power 4 common, then x to the power 4 to the power 3 by 4 is coming out from this bracket. Am I right? X to the power 4 is common, but x to the power 4 to the power 3 by 4 is out. So what is left here? 1 plus 1 upon x to the power 4 to the power 3 by 4. Okay, dx. 1 upon 4 cancel, x to the power 3 into x to the power 2, x to the power 5. 1 plus 1 upon x to the power 4 to the power 3 by 4 dx. And now the term is simple. We'll consider let 1 plus 1 upon x to the power 4 is equal to t. Okay, then differentiate with respect to t. What happens? 0, x to the power minus 4 minus 4 upon x to the power 5 dx is equal to dt. So 1 upon x to the power 5 dx is equal to minus 1 upon 4 dt. This minus 4 will be shifted there, minus 1 upon 4. Minus 1 upon 4, minus 1 upon 4, and 1 upon x to the power 5 dx is equal to dt. So this dt is here. Now the term which is left, 1 upon, complete term 1 plus 1 upon x to the power 4, I have taken t. So minus 1 upon 4, it is log t plus c. Minus 1 upon 4 log, what is the value of t? The value of t is 1 plus 1 upon x to the power 4 plus c. Okay, that is question number 4. After fourth question, we'll take one number 5. 1 upon, so very special category type questions, x to the power 1 by 2 plus x to the power 1 by 3 dx. Okay, because when you don't practice of these type of questions, it's very difficult for you to understand it, very difficult for you to solve these questions. Okay, so this should be in the practice. 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 3, there are two powers. Okay, 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 3, that means the common term is 1 upon 6. If you are going to add them, 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 3, okay, or 1 upon 2 multiplied by 1 upon 2, what is coming here? 1 upon 6. So 1 upon 6 is a very common term in it. Okay. If I will consider, see, because 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 3, these two rational number, if you want to convert into the form of integer, so I think this is the best way. X to the power 1 upon 6 can be taken common. Okay. Or may I take, yes, if I will take here x to the power 1 upon 6 is common. What is left here? If I take x to the power 1 upon 6 common, x to the power 1 upon 6, and which is to be multiplied so that it will come 1 upon 2, 3 upon 1. Okay. X to the power 1 upon 6, if I will take common, then the remaining term is which number should be written here so that the sum of these two terms is equal to 1 upon 2. Okay. So that means suppose 1 upon 6 plus x is equal to 1 upon 2. So x is equal to 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 6, LCM 6. It is coming 3 minus 1, 2 upon 6, 1 by 3. Okay. So here I can write here 1 by 3. 1 by 3 plus, what should I write here? No. I can use the term as, it's given that x to the power 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So that is the best way if one of them will be converted into that form. Okay. 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So better to take 1 by 2 as a common. What should be taken common here? 1 by 2. Then inside it will left 1 upon 6. Because out of them anyone, I am taking x to the power 1 by 2 common. What is left here? 1 plus, now here what is? X to the power, may I write 1 by 6? How is it? Let us check. 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 6. LCM 6. 3 plus 1. It is 4 upon 6. No, 2 upon 3. We want here 1 by 3. So that means if we take 1 upon 2 common, then it is 1 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 6, 3 plus 1, 4. If I will write here 1 by 3, if I'll take common, then what happens? It is 1 plus, what to write here? 1 upon 6. Okay, 6, it is 2 plus 1, 3 by 6. Now is that okay? So better to take x to the power 1 by 3 common. Got it? Because we are creating the term into the form so that this is 1 and the remaining term is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is okay. 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 6. 6, it is 2 plus 1, 3 by 6, that means it is 1 by 2. Got it? So that means x to the power 1 by 3 is common. And dx. Now let us take x is equal to, let x is equal to, what should I take x is equal to? X is equal to, I'll take t to the power 6. Okay, x is equal to t to the power 6. Why it is 6? Because 1 by 6 is here. So let x is equal to t to the power 6. Only then it will be solved. Differentiate with respect to x. Dx is equal to 6t to the power 5 dt. Okay. The term is 1 upon x to the power 1 by 3. X to the power 1 by 3, what should I write here? X is t to the power 6 and 6 to the power 1 by 3. May I write here t square? 1 plus x to the power 1 by 6. So x is t to the power 6 to the power 1 by 6. It is t only. And dx is equal to 6 t to the power 5 dt. Okay. Now the question is understanding, I think so, t to the power 5, and this is t square. So t cube upon 1 plus t dt. And now it becomes a simple using partial fraction, but you can see that the numerator, the power of numerator, a variable is more than the power of variable on denominator. First of all, we will divide it. So t cube, and divide this t cube by t plus 1. Okay. T square, so t cube plus t square, sign change, minus t square, minus t square, minus t, again sign change, cancel, it is t, and then plus 1, so it is t plus 1, sign change, minus 1. So that means 6 as it is, and this term can be written t square minus t plus 1 plus minus 1 upon 1 plus t. Is it okay? dt. Six as it is. Start integrating t square. What is it? It's t cube by 3 minus t square upon 2 plus t, and this is minus 1 upon 1 plus t, that is log 1 plus t. Plus c. Okay, plus c is outside. Plus c is not here. Okay. 6 as it is. 6 as it is. T cube upon 3. What is the value of t? Because it is t to the power 6 is equal to x. So I want to write here, see, is equal to x t cube. So divide by 2, divide by 2. T cube is equal to under root x. Okay. So t cube is equal to what is coming here? Root x upon 3 minus t square. What is t square? T square, this can be written t to the power 6 here, and 6 can be written 2 into 3 is equal to x. T to the power 2 into t to the power 3 is equal to x. This is the term. So what is the value of t square? Because t cube is equal to root x. So 1 minus 1 upon 2, it is 1 by 2. Or simply I can write here in place of t, x to the power 1 by 6. So this is in place of t, I can write here x to the power 1 by 6 and to the power 2 upon 2 plus t, x to the power 1 by 6 minus log 1 plus t is x to the power 1 by 6 and plus c. Okay. Multiplied 6 inside, so 2 root x minus 3 x to the power 2 by 6 means 1 by 3 plus 6 x to the power 1 by 6 minus 6 log 1 plus x to the power 1 by 6 and plus c. Okay, this is the answer of that question. Which is very specific way you will remember it, that what should be done here, x to the power 1 by 3 will be common. If you are taking x to the power 1 by 2 common, that this term is not creating 1 by 6. Okay, so we have to take x to the power 1 by 3 common for this question. Okay. After this question, we are coming to question number 11th question. This type of question already we have solved. There's no problem. Okay, question number 18. 18. Under root 1 upon sine cube x, root sine cube x, 1 upon under root sine cube x, sine x plus a dx. Okay, 1 upon under root sine cube x into sine x plus a dx. So very specific term. Sine cube a, if you want to take outside of the root, then it becomes sine a outside and inside there's a sine a. Okay, so better to multiply and divide by sine x inside the root so that it will become a sine to the power 4x, and when the sine to the power 4x comes out from the root, it becomes only sine square x. To be shifted outside, it is cosec square x, and inside in the root will make a cot x, because you know that the differentiation of cot x is cosec square minus cosec square x. Okay, so this I am doing here, sine cube x into sine x upon sine x into sine x plus a into dx. Then it is 1 upon sine to the power 4x, sine is here, sine to the power 4x into sine x plus a upon sine a, sine x dx. What happens? Sine to the power 4a is coming out, it is sine square a, upside it is cosec square x upon cosec square x upon, what is left here? Sine x plus a upon sine x dx. Okay, sine x plus a upon sine x dx. This term is to be taken as t. Now let us see cosec square x will be formed. Let sine x plus a upon sine x is equal to t. Differentiate with respect to t, denominator differentiation of numerator, denominator differentiation of numerator. What is the differentiation of sine x plus a? Cos x plus a. Denominator differentiation of numerator minus numerator, sine x plus a, and differentiation of denominator cos x upon sine square x. Okay, dx is equal to dt. That is sine a cos b minus cos a sine b, sine a minus b formula. So sine a minus b upon sine square x dx is equal to dt. Okay, x cancel, minus sine minus a, that means minus sine a into cosec square x dx is equal to dt. Got it? Minus sine a is constant term, so may I write here cosec square x dx is equal to minus 1 upon sine a into dt, minus 1 upon sine a into dt, and the value will be replaced here. Then if I replace the value, cosec square x dx is equal to minus 1 upon sine a, minus 1 upon sine a dt, 1 upon under root, what is this term? This term I have considered as t, dt. Okay, minus 1 upon sine a, t to the power minus 1 by 2, the integration of t to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 t to the power 1 by 2 upon 1 by 2. So 2 is coming upside, and t to the power 1 by 2 under root t plus c. Direct I have integrated, minus 2 upon sine a under root, and the value of t is sine x plus a upon sine x plus c. Okay, so this is the solution of question number 18. Taking question number 20th. Integration of 1 minus root x upon 1 plus root x. This question can be solved by two different ways. One, if you can take root x is equal to cos theta, it will be solved. And the second way is rationalization by denominator. So I am using rationalization by denominator. Okay. 1 minus root x upon 1 plus root x, 1 minus root x and upon 1 minus root x. Okay. Dx. This is 1 minus root x whole square upon a plus b, a minus b, 1 minus x. Okay. So 1 minus root x whole square will be cancelled by root 1 minus root x upon under root 1 minus, not 1 minus x, it is 1 minus x square, 1 minus x only. Because a plus b, a minus b, 1 minus root x square, that means it is 1 minus x. Okay. Dx. We'll separate 1 upon under root 1 minus x dx minus root x upon under root 1 minus x dx. Okay. First part is simply it is solved. 1 minus x to the power minus 1 by 2. 1 minus x to the power minus 1 by 2 dx minus root x upon under root 1 minus x dx. Okay. What is the answer of it? It's direct integration, but 1 minus x is equal to t, therefore minus dx is equal to dt, dx is equal to minus dt. Minus sign out, t to the power minus 1 by 2. So 1 minus x to the power direct, I can write here minus 1 by 2 plus 1, 1 by 2 upon 1 by 2. So 2 is coming here and that is 1 by 2. Agreed? Then minus root x upon under root 1 minus x dx. Here what should be done? The second part, first is already solved. We'll consider that 1 minus x is equal to t square. Therefore minus dx is equal to 2t dt. Okay. So dx is equal to minus 2t dt. Minus 2 under root 1 minus x, first part, and it is minus minus, this is plus root under root x, because 1 minus x is equal to t square, that means 1 minus t square is equal to x and root x is equal to under root 1 minus t square. So root x I can write here 1 minus t square upon under root 1 minus x is equal to t, so this is t and it is 2t dt, 2 outside, t and dt. Okay, minus 2 root 1 minus x plus 2 tt cancel under root 1 minus t square dt. And this is a very important formula, as I told you, under root a square minus x square dx is equal to x upon 2 under root a square minus x square plus a square upon 2 sine inverse x upon a. Isn't it? This is a formula, x upon 2 under root a square minus x square plus a square upon 2 sine inverse x upon a. We are using this formula here, minus 2 1 minus x plus 2 under root x upon 2 t upon 2 under root 1 minus t square plus a square upon 2 1 upon 2 sine inverse t plus c. Minus 2 root 1 minus x plus 2 to cancel, it is t under root 1 minus t square, 2 to cancel, plus sine inverse t and plus c. Put the value minus 2 under root 1 minus x plus under root 1 minus t square. Under root 1 minus t square is, it is in the form of root, so I put here root, it is under root x, this is under root x, And what is the value of t? The value of t is under root 1 minus x. Okay. Plus sine inverse under root 1 minus t is under root 1 minus x plus c. Okay. Sometimes in the answer sheet you will see that in place of sine inverse there is a cos inverse. So not to worry about that. Sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. If I want to convert into the form of sine cos inverse x, I can write here pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. So cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. So what is that term? If I will write in this format, minus 2 root 1 minus x plus root x and 1 minus x, we can write in complete one root. It is x minus x square. Okay, or x 1 minus x, and plus this I can write here pi by 2 minus cos inverse under root 1 minus x plus c. This pi by 2 and plus c will become a new constant, minus 2 root 1 minus x plus under root, this I will write here 1 minus x plus minus cos inverse root 1 minus x plus c. Okay, so that is the question, the solution of it. Got it? So you can leave the solution up to here, there is no problem in it. Or if you want to convert into the form of cos inverse, you can use the cos inverse term. One question number 24. 24th x square plus 1 in root log x square plus 1 minus 2 log x upon x to the power 4 dx. Okay. X square plus 1 in root. This is log x square plus 1 upon x square. Is that okay? 2 will be shifted here. Log x square, log m minus log n, log m upon n. Upon x to the power 4 dx. X square plus 1 log 1 plus 1 upon x square into x to the power 4 dx. Okay. Here what should I take? Let 1 plus 1 upon x square is equal to t. And here I am making 1 plus 1 upon x square also. So I will make here 1 in the root term, x square plus 1 upon, if I will write here x square, then it becomes 1 plus 1 upon x square, same term. So this is x square is divided here, same term, x will be multiplied here. Term is balanced, x square plus 1 divided by x square, then multiplied by also x square in the root, but outside of the root there's only x. Log 1 plus 1 upon x square and upon x to the power 4 dx. Okay, this is cancelled. And I am writing here under root 1 plus 1 upon x square, 1 plus 1 upon x square, log 1 plus 1 upon x square upon x cube dx. Is it okay? 1x will be cancelled. And here let 1 plus 1 upon x is equal to t. Differentiate with respect to x, 0, 1 upon x minus 1 upon x square, because 1 plus 1 upon x square. So let a differentiation of this term 0, 1 upon x square minus 2 upon x cube dx is equal to dt. Therefore 1 upon x cube dx, 1 upon x cube dx is equal to minus 1 upon 2 dt. Okay, replace the value, minus 1 upon 2, 1 plus 1 upon x square, t, under root t, log t, and 1 upon x cube dx is equal to minus 1 upon 2 dt. Okay, two function, integration by parts. I late, logarithmic term is first, root term is second. Minus 1 upon 2, integrate, what is this? I inverse trigonometry, after logarithmic it is first function, that is second function. First function, log t, first function, integration of the second function, its integration, t to the power 1 by 2, 3 by 2, upon 3 by 2 it is 2 by 3, minus. Differentiation of log t is 1 upon t, integration t to the power 3 by 2 into 2 by 3, so 2 by 3 out, dt. Okay. Minus 1 by 2, 2 by 3, t to the power 3 by 2 log t. Okay, this I have written. Minus 2 by 3, t to the power 3 by 2 minus 1, because upon t is here. So 3 by 2 minus 1. 3 by 2 minus 1, what is coming? 1 by 2. So it is t to the power 1 by 2 dt. Okay. Minus 1 by 2, 2 upon 3, t to the power 3 by 2, log t, minus 2 by 3, t to the power 1 by 2 plus 1, t to the power 3 by 2, upon 3 by 2, so it is 2 by 3, plus, okay. Multiplied inside, 2 cancel, minus 1 by 3, t to the power 3 by 2, log t, minus minus plus, 2 cancel, it is coming 2 upon 9, plus 2 upon 9, t to the power 3 by 2 plus c. And now replace the value t. What is the value of t? T is 1 plus 1 upon x square. So minus 1 upon 3, 1 plus 1 upon x square to the power 3 by 2 into log 1 plus 1 upon x square plus 2 upon 9, 1 plus 1 upon x square to the power 3 by 2 plus c. Okay. So this is the solution of this question. And now we are taking some special type of definite integral. Definite integrals. Okay. Starting from question number 25 to 33. 25. Definite integral pi by 2 to pi, limit pi by 2 to pi, e to the power x, 1 minus cos x, 1 minus sin x upon 1 minus cos x dx. E to the power x is there. We'll try to make e to the power x f of x plus f dash x. Okay. I is equal to limit pi by 2 to pi, e to the power x. Okay. 1 remains as it is, minus half angle 2 sin xy2 into cos xy2 upon 1 minus, and the formula of cos in which 1 will cancel, plus 1 will cancel, 1 minus 2 sin square xy2 dx. Pi by 2 to pi, e to the power x, 1 minus 2 sin xy2 into cos xy2 upon 1 cancel, minus minus plus, it is 2 sin square xy2 dx. Therefore I is equal to pi by 2 to pi, e to the power x 1 upon 2 sine square x by 2. So may I write here r first? I'll take this 1 upon 2 out. Okay, this 1 upon 2 is coming out. 1 upon sine square x by 2 cosec square x by 2 minus. It is 2, 1 sine is cancelled. Cos x by 2 upon sine x by 2 tan x by 2. So this 2 is already out here. So I'll write here 2, 1 sine cancel. I can write here cot x by 2 dx. Okay, cot x by 2 dx. So what is the question? What is the formula? Limit integration e to the power x f of x plus f dash x dx. Then e to the power x fx is the integration of it. So let us see which one is the differentiation of the first term to the second or second to the first. Okay. By the way, we know that the differentiation of cot x is minus cosec square x. So let us see what happens. 2 cot x by 2 is equal to t. What is the differentiation of it? 2 minus cosec square x by 2, and x by 2, that means it is 1 by 2 dx is equal to dt. 2 cancel, minus cosec square x by 2. Minus cosec square x by 2. Okay. So I'll take minus sign common. I is equal to minus 1 by 2 pi by 2 to pi e to the power x. May I write here 2 cot x by 2 minus cosec square x by 2 dx. Because 2 cot x, its differentiation is that one. Okay. So differentiation is this. So direct, what should I write here? What's the formula I'm writing here? The formula is e to the power x f of x plus f dash x dx is equal to, e to the power x f of x. Okay. And this I am using here. I is equal to minus 1 by 2 and what to write here? 2 cot x. 2 cot x by 2 e to the power x. So integration pi by 2 to pi. Okay. So 2 is coming out. I is equal to 2 cancel, minus sign. Okay. Is minus sign is coming out. After that, what is left here? Cot x by 2 into e to the power x pi by 2 to pi. I is equal to minus, first we'll put upper limit pi. So cot pi by 2, tan 90 infinite, cot 90, that is 0. So this entire term is 0 minus. Cot pi by 2, pi by 4, cot 45, tan 45 1, cot 45 1. So it is 1 into e to the power pi by 2. Okay, we multiplied by minus sign. So final result is e to the power pi by 2. Okay. So that is the solution of question number 25. After 25, we want to take a question in the form of sin x and cos x. Question number 20. By the way, from 25 to 31, all the questions are very interesting and important. Okay, I am taking question number 26. 0 to pi by 4, sin x into cos x upon sin to the power 4x plus cos to the power 4x dx. Okay, sorry, cos to the power 4x plus sin to the power 4x dx. In this question, we'll divide by cos to the power 4x to numerator and denominator. Why we are doing it, you will understand after this step. Sin x into cos x upon cos to the power 4x, sin to the power 4x plus cos to the power 4x upon cos to the power 4x dx. I is equal to 0 to pi by 4. 1 cos cancel, sin x upon cos x tan x, and cos square x will be written here sec square x. So this is tan x into sec square x. I hope you have understood it. 1 cos cancel, cos cube x, sin x upon 1 cos x tan x, and cos square x will be shifted here sec square x upon sin to the power 4x upon cos to the power 4x tan to the power 4x, and cos to the power 4x upon cos to the power 4x 1. So 1 plus tan to the power 4x dx. Okay. Let tan x is equal to t. Differentiate with respect to t. Sec square x dx is equal to dt. Okay. Sec square x dx is equal to dt. I is equal to limit will also be changed. Lower limit tan 0 0, tan 45 1, tan x dx. Tan x is equal to t. So it is t. Sec square x dx dt upon 1 plus t to the power 4. Okay. Now once again replacement. Let t square is equal to u. Differentiate with respect to u. 2t dt is equal to du. Therefore t dt is equal to du by 2. Okay. Limit change. Lower limit in place of t 0, it's a 0. Square of 1, that is 1. T dt 1 upon 2 du. 1 upon 1 plus t square is equal to 1 plus u square. 1 plus u square du. And that is a direct formula 1 upon a square plus x square, 1 upon 1 plus x square, tan inverse x upon a or tan inverse x. 1 upon 2 tan inverse u. 0 to 1. So 1 upon 2 tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 0. Tan inverse 0, that is 0. 1 upon 2 tan inverse, what is the value of 1? Tan pi by 4 minus 0. Tan inverse tan cancel, pi by 8 will be the answer. Okay. 27. I told you all the questions are very interesting and very different type of questions. 0 to pi by 2 cos square x upon cos square x plus 4 sin square x. How to solve it? Cos square x and sin square x given. Okay. So better to convert everything in the form of cos. 0 to pi by 2 cos square x upon cos square x plus 4 1 minus cos square x. Understood? Sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos square x. Cos square x upon cos square x minus 4 cos square x plus 4. 4 minus 3 cos square x dx. Okay. Here to the numerator we are creating in the form of 4 minus 3 cos square x. So I is equal to, may I multiply it by 1 upon 3, 0 to pi by 2. It is 3 cos square x with minus sign. This is also minus because we want to create 4 minus 3 cos square x to the numerator. 4 minus 3 cos square x dx. Is it okay? I is equal to minus 1 by 3, 0 to pi by 2, plus 4 minus 4. 4 minus 3 cos square x minus 4 upon 4 minus 3 cos square x and 4 minus 3 cos square x. I hope you have understood it. Understood everyone? Minus 3 cos square x plus 4 minus 4 plus 4 and minus 4, and 4 minus 3 cos square x will be separated by both the terms. I is equal to, this 1 upon 3 is complete, minus 1 upon 3 is outside. This is 0 to pi by 2, that is 1 dx. It is 1 dx, cancel, minus 4, 0 to pi by 2, 1 upon 4 minus 3 cos square x dx. Okay. After that, I is equal to minus 1 by 3. Its integration is x. So limit will have to put pi by 2 minus 0. Direct I am writing here pi by 2. Because pi by 2 minus 0, that is pi by 2. Pi by 2. Okay. Minus 4. How to solve this portion? 1 upon 4 minus 3 cos square x. Okay. 1 upon 4 minus 3 cos square x, we divided and multiplied by cos square x. So 1 upon cos square x, it is sec square x. 0 to pi by 2 sec square x upon 4 upon cos square x, 4 sec square x minus 3, and cos square x upon cos square x cancel, dx. Okay. I is equal to minus 1 by 3 pi by 2 minus 4. 4 should I take common? Just wait a minute. 0 to pi by 2. I'll take tan x is equal to t sec square x dx dt. So what I am doing here, sec square x remains as it is to the numerator, and 4 sec square x 1 plus tan square x minus 3 dx. Okay. So I is equal to minus 1 by 3 pi by 2 minus 4, 0 to pi by 2 sec square x upon 4 tan square x plus 1. What is this? 4 tan square x and 4 minus 3, 1 plus 1 dx. Okay. I is equal to minus 1 by 3 pi by 2 minus 4. I'll take 4 common. 0 to pi by 2 sec square x upon 4 common tan square x plus 1 upon 4. And 1 upon 4 I can write here 1 upon 2 whole square. Okay. Dx. Here. Now let us take tan x is equal to t sec square x dx dt. Okay. Let tan x is equal to t sec square x dx is equal to dt. I is equal to minus 1 by 3 pi by 2 minus 4, 4 cancel. Limit will be changed. Tan 0, that is 0. And tan pi by 2. Tan pi by 2, tan 90, which is tan 90 means it is infinite. Okay. 0 to infinite. Sec square x dx. 1 upon it's a t square plus 1 upon 2 whole square dt. And which formula is this? 1 upon a square plus x square, 1 upon a, tan inverse x upon a. Minus 1 by 3 pi by 2 minus 1 upon a, 1 upon 1 upon 2, 2 tan inverse x upon a, t upon 1 upon 2. So may I write here 2t. and limit 0 to infinite. I is equal to minus 1 by 3, it is pi by 2 minus, I'll put the limit. First, I want to put here infinite. Tan inverse infinite multiplied by 2, it is infinite. Tan inverse infinite, that means this is pi by 2. So 2 into pi by 2 minus tan inverse 0, that is 0. And this means multiplied inside minus 3 minus pi by 6 minus pi by 6 minus minus, it is plus 2 cancel, so it is coming pi by 3 plus pi by 3 minus pi by 6 plus pi by 3 6, it is minus pi plus 2 pi, so the result is pi by 6. Okay, so this is the result of this term, pi by 6. Next question, number 28. 28. Limit pi by 6 to pi by 3. Sin x plus cos x. Sin x plus cos x upon under root sin 2x dx. It's very interesting question. Very interesting question. Since sin x plus cos x is given on the numerator, okay, so we have to create the denominator in such a way so that its differentiation will be sin x plus cos x. And you know that which term having a differentiation of sin x plus cos x, that is the term sin x minus cos x. Okay, sin x minus cos x. So here we are going to create in the form of sin x minus cos x. Pi by 6 to pi by 3 sin x plus cos x upon under root. May I use the term as 1 minus 1 plus sin 2x. Is it okay? You will understand in this step why did I write like that. Sin x plus cos x upon under root 1 minus common, so it is 1 minus sin 2x. Okay, dx. I is equal to pi by 6 upon pi by 3, sorry, pi by 6 to pi sin x plus cos x, limit pi by 6 to pi by 3 upon under root 1 minus, and see this term 1 minus sin 2x. Okay, I am solving this here. 1 can be written sin square x plus cos square x, and minus sin 2x is written 2 sin x into cos x. What is this? A square plus b square minus 2ab, a minus b whole square. So this term sin x minus cos x whole square, may I write? So I can write here sin x minus cos x whole square. Okay, and that's why we have added here plus 1 and minus 1. Got it? And now the solution is simple. Let sin x minus cos x is equal to t. Differentiate with respect to sin x cos x, and differentiate of cos x minus sin x, so plus sin x dx is equal to dt. Limit will be changed in the same format. Pi by 6, that means it is 30, sin 30 1 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. So limit is 1 by 2 minus root 3, 1 minus root 3 by 2. Lower limit, upper limit 60. Root 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Root 3 minus 1 by 2. Okay. And sin x plus cos x dx is equal to dt 1 upon under root 1 minus what is this? T square dt. I is equal to 1 upon under root a square, 1 upon under a square minus x square sin inverse x upon a direct. So I can use the term sin inverse t upon 1, that is t. 1 minus root 3 upon 2, and it is root 3 minus 1 upon 2. So I is equal to sin inverse root 3 minus 1 upon 2 minus sin inverse 1 minus root 3 upon 2. But if you take minus sign common, sin inverse root 3 minus 1 upon 2, if I'll take minus common, it is plus sin inverse root 3 minus 1 upon 2. Both the terms are same. 2 sin inverse root 3 minus 1 upon 2. Okay? Because we'll take minus sign from here. Sin, you know that sin minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. Okay? After that, question number 30th. 30th also we have to solve. 0 to pi by 4 sin x plus cos x. Again on the numerator sin x plus cos x, and denominator is 9 plus 16 sin 2x. Okay, 9 plus 16 sin 2x. Let us see how to solve this. Again using the term, this is to be created in the form of sin x minus cos x, so that it becomes sin x plus cos x in the form of numerator term. Okay, so sin x plus cos x upon 9 plus 16, and sin 2x, may I write here again 1 minus 1 plus sin 2x dx. Okay, I is equal to limit 0 to pi by 4 sin x plus cos x upon 9 plus 16 1 minus, and now we write here, well, minus sign common, 1 minus sin 2x, and 1 minus sin 2x direct can be written sin x minus cos x whole square. Okay, is that okay? Dx, in the previous question I have explained you, so I hope there's no problem. Let sin x minus cos x is equal to t. So cos x plus sin x dx is equal to dt. I is equal to limit 0. When I put here 0, sin 0, 0, and cos 0, that is 1, so that means it is minus 1 of pi by 4, 45. 1 upon root 2 minus 1 upon root 2, it is 0. And 1 upon 9 plus 16, 1 minus t square dt. Okay. Better to take 16 common. I is equal to, I can take 1 upon 16 common, limit minus 1 to 0, and when I take 16 common, 1 upon, it is, nothing is here, so 16, 9 upon 16 is coming here, so we write here 9 upon 16 plus 1 minus t square and dt. Okay, 16 common, 9 upon 16 plus 1 minus t square. I is equal to 1 upon 16 minus 1 to 0, 1 upon, it is 9 upon 16 plus 1. 9 upon 16 plus 1, taking LCM 1 upon 9 plus 16, 25 upon 16. So I'll write here 5 upon 4 whole square minus t square dt. Is that okay? 1 upon integration of 1 upon a square. Sorry, 1 upon a square minus x square, 1 upon 2a log a plus x upon a minus x. I is equal to 1 upon 16, 1 upon 2a, 1 upon 2a log a plus x, 5 upon 4 plus t upon a minus x. Okay, minus 1 to 0. I is equal to, now this is 2 and 2 8s are 8 5s are 40. 1 upon 40 log 5 plus 40 upon 5 minus 40, because this 4 and 4 will be cancelled after LCM, minus 1 to 0. I is equal to 1 upon 40 upper limit log, when I put 0, so it is 0, 5 upon 5 1 log 1 minus, when I put lower limit minus 1, so it is coming log minus 1, 5 minus 4, it is 1 upon minus plus 9. Okay, I is equal to 1 upon 40 log 1 minus log 1 and plus log 9. Log m upon n, log m minus log n, so minus 1 and it is plus 9. It is cancelled. 1 upon 40 log 9. Okay, so that is the solution of question number 30th. Question number 32. Number 32. What is 32? 0 to pi x tan x upon sec x plus tan x. So also interesting and important question. 0 to pi x tan x upon sec x plus tan x. Okay. Here the problematic term is this x. So first of all, we want to remove this x from the numerator, and for that we are using one property, a special property, 0 to a f of x dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay. I is equal to 0 to pi. I can use the property pi minus x, tan pi minus x, pi minus x upon sec pi minus x plus tan pi minus x dx. I is equal to 0 to pi minus x, tan 180 minus x. It is in the second quadrant, and in second quadrant tan is, in the second quadrant tan is negative, so minus sign here. It is tan x sec 180 minus x in second quadrant minus sec x, and again minus tan x dx. I is equal to, I'll take minus sign common from numerator denominator. It will be cancelled direct, pi minus x tan x upon sec x plus tan x dx. Okay, this is number 1. Here's a number 2. Adding 1 and 2. Adding 1 and 2 we have 2i is equal to, when we are going to add it, sec x plus tan x, sec x plus tan x, LCM is same, upside x plus pi minus x, x cancel, pi tan x upon sec x plus tan x, okay, dx. So 2i is equal to pi integration 0 to pi limit tan x upon sec x plus tan x. Is that okay? 0 to pi. I is equal to pi by 2. I is equal to pi by 2. And here sec x plus tan x, and we know that one identity sec square x minus tan x square x is equal to 1. So rationalize the denominator. Then what happens? 0 to pi tan x sec x minus tan x upon sec square x minus tan square x dx. I is equal to pi by 2, 0 to pi tan x sec x minus tan square x dx. Denominator is 1. Sec square x minus tan square x, that is 1. I is equal to pi by 2, 0 to pi sec x tan x dx minus pi by 2 limit 0 to pi tan square x can be written sec square x minus 1. Okay. I is equal to pi by 2. What is the integration of sec x into tan x? Because the differentiation of tan x is tan x into sec x. Therefore, the integration of sec x into tan x is sec x. Sec x 0 to pi minus pi by 2 integration of sec square x tan x 0 to pi minus minus it is plus pi by 2 integration of 1 is x 0 to pi. Okay. I is equal to pi by 2 sec 180 minus sec 0. Okay. Sec 180. Let us see the value of sec 180, because the cos 180 in the second quadrant it is minus 1. So it is also minus 1 minus sec 0, because cos 0 is 1, therefore sec 0 is 1. So it is 1 minus pi by 2 tan 180. Tan 180 is 0 minus 0 plus pi by 2, it is pi. So finally I is equal to minus 1 minus 2, 2 cancel, it is minus pi, minus 2, 2 cancel, it is minus pi, and plus pi square by 2. Okay, minus pi plus pi square by 2. So therefore, when I take pi common, pi by 2 minus 1. Pi common, pi by 2 minus 1. Okay. And if I take pi by 2 common, then what happens here? Pi minus 1 by 2. Okay, same thing. Question number 33. Limit 1 to 4 mod x minus 1 dx plus mod x minus 1 plus mod x minus 2 plus mod x minus 3 dx. Okay, this is the question. Mod x minus 1, mod x minus 2, mod x minus 3. We have to separate the mod 1 to 4 mod x minus 1 dx plus 1 to 4 mod x minus 2 dx and plus 1 to 4 mod x minus 3 dx. Is it okay? The definition of mod, which says mod x minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 if x minus 1 is greater or equal to 0, therefore x is greater or equal to 1. Okay, so that means this term remains as it is, no change. Mod x minus 2 is equal to x minus 2 if x minus 2 is greater or equal to 0. That means x is greater or equal to 2. And the second term minus sign. This also we can write here, if mod x minus 1 is equal to minus x minus 1 if x is less than 1. Same as mod x minus 2 is equal to minus x minus 2 if x is less than 2. And for the third, mod x minus 3 is equal to x minus 3 if x minus 3 is greater or equal to 0, therefore x is greater or equal to 3. And mod x minus 3 is equal to minus x minus 3 if x minus 3 is less than 0, x is less than 3. Okay, so accordingly we are going to change these terms. 1 to 4 x minus 1 dx as it is, no change in it, the first term, plus x minus 2, x is greater than 2. When the limit is greater than 2, positive, less than 2, negative. Minus 1 to 2 x minus 2 dx plus 2 to 4 x minus 2 dx. Okay, and plus, this is okay, x minus 2, now x minus 3. Limit 1 to 3 x minus 3 dx plus 3 to 4 x minus 3 dx. Is it okay? So these are all the conversion in the form of simple terms in already given in the form of mod, and I have converted to the form of simple terms. Okay, integrate to these terms from here. X minus 1 dx. So integration of it, x square upon 2 minus x limit 1 to 4 minus integration of second term, x square upon 2 minus 2x 1 to 2 plus x square upon 2 minus 2x limit 2 to 4. Okay, minus x square upon 2 x square upon 2 minus 3x limit 1 to 3. Okay, and plus x square upon 2 minus 3x limit 3 to 4. Okay, these are the terms. Here we are going to put upper limit minus lower limit starting from here. So first I can put here 4. 4 4 is 16 upon 2, that is 8. 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4, it is 4 minus lower limit 1. So when I put here 1, 1 upon 2 minus 1 minus 1 upon 2, it is plus 1 upon 2. Agreed? First term is completed. Minus. Second term, 2. 2 to the 4 upon 2. 2 minus 4 minus 2 minus lower limit. Lower limit when I put 1, 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2 minus 2. I can put here 1. So what is coming here? 1 upon 2 minus 2. Okay. Plus. Here it is 4. 4 4 is 16 upon 2. 8. 8 minus 8. 0 minus. Lower limit minus lower limit 2. 2 2 is 4 minus 4. 0. just a minute, 4, 4 4 is 16 upon 2, 8, 8 minus 8, it is 0, minus when we put lower limit, 2 to the 4 upon 2, 2 minus 4, minus 2, okay, minus 3, 3 3 is 9 upon 2, minus 3 3 is 9, minus lower limit 1, 1 upon 2 minus 3, okay, and plus last term 4 4 is 16 upon 2, 8, 8 minus 12 minus 4, minus lower limit when we put 3 upon 2, 9 upon 2 minus 9, okay. It means now I start solving this. 4 plus 1 upon 2, 9 upon 2, minus inside the bracket minus 2, and 1 upon 2 minus 2, minus 4 plus 1 minus 3 upon 2 plus 3 upon 2. Is that okay? Minus 4 plus 1, 1 minus 4 minus 3 by 2. So minus 1 is plus 3 by 2. It is plus 2. That is 9 upon 2 minus 9, minus 9 upon 2. So it is plus 9 upon 2. Oh, just a minute. It is 2 minus sign in the bracket. Minus 9 upon 2 and 1 upon 2 minus 3 minus 6 plus 1 minus 5 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2 plus minus 4 and 9 upon 2 minus 9 minus 9 upon 2 plus 9 upon 2. Okay. 9 upon 2 minus 4 plus 3 minus 4 plus 3 minus 1 upon 2, it is plus 1 upon 2 plus 2 minus 9 plus 5 minus 4 upon 2 minus 2. So may I write here plus 2, and minus 8 plus 9 upon 2, that is 1 upon 2. Okay. All terms are positive. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So 9 upon 2 plus 5 upon 1, LCM is 2, 9 plus 10, it is 19 upon. Okay. So that is the answer of this question, 19 upon 2. I hope you have understood, and now you will solve the remaining question. Thanks for watching my video.